Yes, yes. Now I begin recording. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Peace be upon you. Welcome all, and we welcome Dr. Sathish Kumar, our guest speaker tonight. He will introduce a lecture about critical thinking skills in ELT. First of all, I am Shawqia Hawawre from Palestine, the president of Arab English Teachers Association. This association tries to help our teachers develop their skills and their proficiency and equip them with many strategies concerning teaching in order to stimulate our students inside and outside school. As you know, there are many 21st century skills like cooperation, creativity, critical thinking, problem solving, digital technology, digital citizenship, leadership, etc. And now, tonight, we hope that you will be happy and get benefit from our lecture with Dr. Sathish Kumar about critical thinking skills in ELT. Welcome and thanks very much, Doctor, for accepting our invitation tonight and hope you a good and successful presentation. Welcome all our attendees from all over the world and sorry for this inconvenience. Let's begin with Dr. Sathish. Please first introduce yourself for our guests. Help yourself. The floor is yours now. Go ahead, please. Introduce yourself first, please, Dr. Sathish.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Yes.
So, my dear participants, thank you for being with all your activities. And this is a wonderful session that I'm going to have it on critical thinking skills in ELT. So, in English language teaching, so when we say critical thinking, it's something a new topic for us beyond grammar or vocabulary or lesson or prose or anything else. Critical thinking is something new what we have, of course, right? So we are going to have a short discussion on this session, how to introduce critical thinking skills in English language teaching. So we have a lot of questions. What is critical thinking? Critical thinking is nothing but you might think, ask questions and avoid making assumptions. So these are various information that I got through people when we had this a question on critical thinking. You ask questions and avoid making assumptions. Be able to evaluate information and choose relevantly, able to ask a question, able to question opinions, research, arguments and ideas, reasoning, right? Analyzing material, formulate opinion about it, and be able to support your opinion. This is what we say critical thinking. Making students autonomous and independent because we make them think. Identify your bias and others' bias and interests, looking at a problem from a wider or different angle, asking right questions and weigh up different points of view. And this is what we have got as far as critical thinking is concerned, right? So these are the various definitions what people gave us when we said critical thinking. Now there is a question for I just want you all to think critically, right? So let me know. We have a pin here. We have a pen, right? A clip, paper clip. So let me know, apart from clipping the papers, what else are you going to use this clip for? Use the chat box. Let me know. Think critically. Apart from putting the papers in a clip, what else can you use this clip for? Come on, please go ahead. Yes, let me see via the chat box. Please start using, yeah. Beautiful. We have nearly 45 attendees. 44 attendees are there. Open to close doors. Okay, okay. For joining contents. Okay. So I have a lot of answers like critical thing is intellectual discipline process of actively and skillfully on supply chain, applying, analyzing, synthesizing. That's really better. That is really beautiful, Amir. For joining contents, a rug to hold something, for creating connections, to hang on. That's really beautiful. Wonderful information, of course. Thank you, everybody. So you can do it. You can do like an ornament. You can do like anything you wanted to have, right? Yeah. Done to put papers together, so on. So my dear participants, I have 9 dots here. Okay, if you all have a paper and a pencil, I hope you should have that. Connect all these 9 dots without lifting your line, without lifting your pen. You have to use only 4 lines. You're going to use only 4 lines. You have to connect all the 9 dots without lifting your pen or pencil. Come on, do it. If you have done, just type, yes, I have done. You are going to connect all the 9 dots by using just 4 straight lines. You can use your paper, pencil, pen, or anything else. Once you have done, please type, I've done. Has anyone tried at least? Wow, that's great, Asma. Fantastic. If you have done that. Anybody else? Nadia has done. Nadia has done that. 2 of them have done without lifting. It's a condition. Did you see the condition? You have to connect all the 9 dots, right? You have to connect all the 9 dots without lifting your pencil. 4 lines you have to do. Wow, great. Many people have done. So let's see the answer. So the hint is given. Think beyond real and imaginary boundaries with the person, right? So I'm giving you the answers now, right? If you need the PDF file to be editable. So my dear participants, I have 9 dots here. Okay, if you all have a paper and a pencil, I hope you should have that. Connect all these 9 dots. So now we have the answer given to you. There are 4 lines. You have to think beyond that boundary. Right? Have you thought beyond the boundary? How many of you are able to do like this? Come on, give it in the chat box. Am I audible to everybody?
Yes.
Yeah, please use the chat box and give me what you have done. Have you done like the same thing? What I have done? You can connect with 4 lines. You can connect with 3 lines, right? How it starts, you have to go beyond the boundary. This is what we call as critical thinking. I've given some examples for you how to be critically thinking. And let us step into English now. So there might be a question, why teach critical thinking skills in English classrooms? Right? So why do you teach critical thinking skills in English classroom? There are very many answers here, right? So communicative language tasks require critical thinking using authentic, meaningful texts. Critical literacy. You're going to do a critical literacy. Critical thinking in exam preparation. Critical thinking for future occupations. So this is what we say as critical thinking is very important to teach in language classrooms. And you know, critical thinking has been very important here. Right? We have both the brains are working. The whole brain is learning when you use this critical thinking skills. So we have to allow the children to think critically when we teach any subject for that matter, and English is not an exception. Right? When we read a text, the information arrives in the back of our brain, sensory and post-sensory. If we start to reflect on what we have read, the lower part of our brain is used. Based on our observations and on reading other texts, we start to develop our own view, a new hypothesis. Having come up with new view, we test it. So the entire brain is being learning process, right? So let us think for some time. Now it's time for us to think. I have given you as graphical English, right? So here is something like there is a word called leaf. You can see the L-E-A-F. You can see the word gravity, Gravity, and it is not staying there, it is coming down from there. And you find the word stone, S-T-O-N-E. Each thing is referring to one phrase. Can you think for leaf, L-E, what does that denote? L-E-F, please use the chat box. You can use the chat box and let me know what does it L-E-A-F say to you? Yes, please use the chat box. Let me know. Life. But is L-E-A-F leaf? No. I want you to say, I want you to connect the way that leaf is presented to you. Okay. So
Open your mic, please. There is no sound. You are not audible. Doctor, please unmute yourself. Unmute yourself, please.
am I audible?
Yes, now,
Yes.
yes, you are audible now. Yes, they want you to clarify the question, please, another time.
Yes,
Because,
I'm telling you now.
yes.
The word leaf here, it is falling down one after the other. So it is falling leaf. Okay, it's falling leaf. Right? It says something like, okay, the gravity, when there is zero gravity, right? So gravitational force, when gravity comes down, it is zero gravity. The stone, it says like cornerstone. Stone comes in the corner, it is cornerstone. So you might get some other different words also. You might get some different words also, no doubt in that. Okay. One thing is, it denotes some phrase. You're allowing the children to think something different manner. I think I'm going to give you a screenshot. Come on, take a screenshot of this and try to find out. I have given 20 ribbons for you. You can find out what they denote. Can't you hear still? I think Mariam can hear it, right? Yeah, can you just identify? Second one, I think you can do that. Second one, you can think it is middle-aged, right? It's middle-aged. Think about the other things also, what they could say. Yeah, there are something easy ones, if you could think about. I'm giving the answers to you also. Take a screenshot of these two. You can take a screenshot of the previous one and the present one, and you can compare how does it suit there. So another one you have to find that, my dear friends, English is something, a language. Whatever they say is correct. So allow the children to speak and think as they are. Do not stop them from thinking. It's language. So whatever they come across is right. Right? So I'm giving you a few more questions. I'm going to visit your home tonight. Okay? I'm going to visit your home tonight. This is I. Okay? I'm here now. What is your first question to ask me? Can you just put it in the chat box? What is the first question you will ask me if this person, I'm coming to your house? Please put it in the chat box. Oh, you will ask, what for have you come? What time is it today? Why did you come to my home? Okay. What time? When? I'm coming tonight. I've given you, I'm visiting your home tonight. Okay. What will you ask me first? Who are you? Okay. Where do you come from? That's great. Okay. Why did you visit my home? Okay. Okay. Come on. For what purpose have you come here? Okay. No one will ask you, will you have your dinner? Right? What have you brought me from your? Okay. Yeah. It's morning or night. Tonight. I've given very clearly. I'm visiting your home tonight. Yeah, that's great. I mean, fantastic. Am I in your dream? Okay. Why don't you wear a wig? That's fantastic, BM. Okay. See, you have started thinking critically now. Do you want a cup of coffee? That's fantastic. Are you coming with someone? Okay. Very interesting group it is. Right? So you can create these kind of slides for the children, allow them to think differently. Right? So yeah, it's an important matter. Is it an important matter? Are you an alien? Okay. Right. Then in your classrooms, you can create a case scenario, right? You can allow the children to create a scenario. Oh, vegetarian. Okay. Right. Let me go to the next activity. Let me go to the next activity. So at this area, what I can do is, in a crisis situation, teamwork is crucial to handling challenges effectively. Fabricate a scenario in which students need to work together and solve problems to succeed. For example, stranded on a deserted island, being lost at sea, etc. The rule is that every team member must contribute an idea for a possible solution. Right? You give a crisis to them. You're stranded in a deserted island. You're lost at sea. You're going in a ship. You lost the sea. How are you going to come out of that? So you put them into group, and each one will come out with a different idea how they can escape out of it. So they can come with a list of items for survival. Okay. So for survival, they can get lots of items. Then they can discuss and find out. For example, if they're going by a ship, you can tell the people that, so this ship is going to stop somewhere and you can take only 5 things with you. What are those 5 things are you going to take with you? Like that, you can ask, negotiate, then decide, and decision making skills are also involved in this. The next activity is you can give them train of tall tales. So you can put them into groups in a classroom, 5 members, you can put, or 8 members or 6 members, like that. Take how many number of students are there? Take that number of photographs. If there are 5 members, take 5 photographs. If there are 8 members, take 8 photographs. Give each photograph to one team member. Ask them to create a story starting from the first photograph to the next one. So form into a circle and give everyone a unique picture of a person, place, object, or animal. One person begins a story that issues whatever happens to be on their photo as the focus. The next person continues the story by adding something related to their photo. This gets really funny and challenging as time goes by. This is another activity where you can create a minefield. This exercise is based on building communication and trust between people. So what you have to do is that divide the class into 2 equal parts, 15 plus 15 or 16 plus 16. Make the one half of the children to be in the classroom and bring the next half of the children to the ground or somewhere where you're going to have some secret, like a hidden treasure. So these children have found out the place. Now they go back to the classroom, bring their counterparts with blindfolded. They should not catch their hands. They have to give just instructions and bring them down. Okay, they can climb down the stairs or they can climb up the stairs, they can walk, they can turn, U-turn, about turn, anything can be done. And you can also tell them you should not use certain words like walk, stop. Okay, these words should not be used. You can tell them and allow them to do, right? So my dear participants, am I going in the proper manner? How's the webinar going? Just give a proper give me some comments in the chat box. How is the webinar going, please? Do you think it's useful to you? Am I going in the proper manner? I'm just waiting for responses. Yeah, going well. That's fantastic, RK. I love the response immediately. That's good. Fantastic. I got 3 responses. That's fantastic. Yeah, it is mentioned as please reflect on the Lenoid. I don't know what it is, but you can do it. Right. So next activity is now answer is mine. You're going to create a question. Okay, you're going to create a question. I'm going to give the answer. You create a question now. Okay, so you're going to frame answers. Question for the answer I've given you. So the first answer is 7th January. What question are you going to frame? Do not ask me when is your birthday. When is your birthday should not be asked. You can ask any other question now. Please go ahead. Any question you can ask for 7th January. You can ask when did you move to India? That's fantastic, Nadia. I'm an Indian, of course. Bread and butter, Switzerland, Vikash. These are all this. Yeah, when is the dentist upon? That's fantastic. You can go for bread and butter, Switzerland, Vikash. Vikash is actually a name, an Indian name. When did your friend visit you? Okay. So you can tell the children that children, you're going to frame a question with what? Okay, you can ask a question, begin a question with what? What's the date of your what's the date of your journey to the US? Okay, what is the 7th day in the year? That's fantastic. I don't read Arabic, so I'm not able to get the name. When is Vikash going to visit Switzerland? That's fantastic, Nadia. You have framed with this itself. That's fantastic. What is Vikash going to take to Switzerland on 7th January? So the answer comes bread and butter, right? Fantastic. That's really fantastic, Nadia. So now we are going to ask I'm going to ask you some strange questions, right? If you had a machine that could generate $1 million a day, what would you be willing to pay for it? If you had a machine that could generate $1 million a day, what would you be willing to pay for it? And why do you want to pay for that? Come on, give your answer in the chat box. Very strange question. Asma says interesting, but I want you to frame an answer for this. Yeah, whatever it takes, you'll do. Okay. Whatever it takes, you buy that. Okay. The next question is this. Why is it against the law for a person living in New York to be buried in California? Why is it against the law for a person? So it should be very active listening, of course. Why is it against the law for a person living in New York to be buried in California? Oh, you will not be able to pay that. Okay. Try answer for this. Why do you think it's against the law for a person living? I don't know. Okay. Legal complications. Okay. One house is made up of red bricks, one of blue bricks, one of yellow bricks, and one of purple bricks. What is a greenhouse made up of? Okay. There is a different atmosphere. Okay. They can survive. Okay. Okay. Glass house. Okay. Fantastic. If it took 8 men 10 hours to build a wall, how long would it take 4 men to build the same wall? Multiple colors. Okay. If it took 8 men 10 hours to build a wall, how long would it take 4 men to build the same wall? 20 hours. Okay. How many books can you put in an empty backpack? 22. Okay. 20 hours, 20 hours. All are very good at mathematics. All English teachers are good in. Alias says bad in maths. Okay. Okay. Now let us see the answers for all those things. Now you'll say, you laugh at your answers. Right? The first question is, if you had a machine that could generate $1 million a day, what would you be willing to pay for it and why? See, it is you already have it. It says, if you had a machine, okay, if you had a machine, please see the word had. So you already own it, and why should you pay for that? Next one is, please see that word. Why is it against law for a person living in New York? He is living. You cannot bury the person. He is living. If you bury, it's against the law for any country, not one country. And this I got the right answers. Greenhouses are always made up of glasses, right? Okay, Gulshan, why should you buy one more machine? It's going to give you everything, right? And here answer is, it's already constructed. It says if it took 8 men 10 hours to build a wall, how long would it take 4 men to build the same wall? Why should they build the same wall? It is already constructed. And how many books can you put an empty backpack? Only one. After that, it is not empty, it is filled. Okay, so that's it. So now we have, it's all funny something. Okay, it's all funny. What we can do is children will be able to know the language, how we are using, how tricky the language is, how the words are tricky that we are using it, right? So you can use any authentic materials. You can incorporate real life materials, English language materials into lessons and activities. You can use menus. You can take the hotel menus in 2 different hotels. You can ask the children, why do you think this idli in this particular hotel, this item, this dish in this hotel is very costly here. The same item in this hotel is very less here. Okay, you can use newspapers. Same news item has been published in 3 or 4 newspapers. Collect them, give it to the students, ask them to consolidate the information. Commercials. You can take any advertisement on soap or maybe like a TV or anything like that. Same advertisement. For example, different X soap, Y soap, Z soap. 3 different soap items. You can show all the 3 of them to the children. Ask them why it is different like that. You can take advertisements, songs, and movies to engage the students. Plan tasks based on students' language levels. Whenever you're going to prepare an activity, please refer to the language level of the students, such as locating, categorizing, reading and summarizing, analyzing, or creating their own authentic materials. Use film posters without names. You can use the book wrapper alone page without the titles you can use. You can allow the children for a discussion and let them guess the name of the book, a title, movie, guess the story with the help of the pictures. So you can look at the picture now. You can look at the picture. That's great, Asma. I love this. The immediate effect of the class I've taken. This itself is a success of my workshop today. Now look at this picture thoroughly. Look at this picture and try to answer what could be the name of the movie. Come on. What could be the name of the movie? Yes, what could be the name of the movie? Yeah, Far Away from the Planet. Oh, fantastic. Tom Sawyer. Okay. Okay, great, great. Very enthusiastic group. I love this group. I love this group. Okay, okay. Yes, go ahead. Spaceship. Okay. Yeah. What may be the online story of this? What could be the one-line story of this? You can give them many things. How are they related to each other? How could they? How are these people related to each other? You can ask. So you can ask a few questions to them and allow them to answer. Right. So now you have to frame a question for the question. You're going to frame a question for the question. Okay. Yeah. Are you hungry? Now the answer should be in the form of a question. Please go ahead. The answer should be in the form of a question. Are you hungry? Come on, use the chat box and let me know how could you do that. No. I just want you to answer this. No. I just want you to give answer for this question, the form of a question. Yeah. Do you want some sandwiches? Great. Are you starving? Yes, straight out. When is your birthday? Right? When is your birthday? So these are all questions. Isn't this your book? Okay, so you can create questions and allow the children. Do you have anything to eat? Yes, great. What do you guess about my hunger? That's fantastic. So you can allow the children to create answers as a form of questions, and they will be surely doing it. They're far. Yeah. What should I buy for you on your birthday? Yes, great. Now, what is your take? Observe this picture. Observe this picture. Yeah. Can you offer something tasty? Do you have a beef burger? Okay. Now observe this picture. Yes. Now I'm going to ask you a few questions here. What are the problems faced here? What do you think could be the problems faced in this place? Yeah. Can you tell me what are the problems faced in this place? These are all imaginary, and definitely this is going to be right. Overpopulation, it's crowded, overcrowded. Yeah. Poverty. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. No problem. You are saying the appearance of the place. What is the problem? Poverty is a problem here. I understand. The poor dog. Oh my God. You're able to observe that. No services. Okay. Resource management. Unorganized. Noisy. Great, great, great. Why do you think those problems are here? Why do you think those problems are here? Because of crowd. Okay. Who will solve this problem? So you have to give a few questions to them, and those children will be able to, from the picture, they have to come out with the answers for that. Government is that. Okay, how will the problems be solved? When are the problems likely to be solved? Beautiful. So children will also be trying to give us lot many answers for this. I really love this. Yeah, this I love this session. Yeah, this picture. Why do you think dogs stick their reason that these dogs are coming out of the car windows? Yeah, can you please give me some funny answers for this? Enjoying the wind. Okay. Yeah, playing. They like fresh air to enjoy the view. You want to feel free, need fresh air to feel the fresh air, to smell the air, get fresh air. Okay. Critical questioning, right? So give a question to them. Yeah, bored on the car, vacation of the family free. Dogs hate small places. Oh, great. Fantastic. Now, you give them a question like this and allow the children to think about it. Okay. Give them some questions like problematic like this. Do you think meat is bad for health? Is traditional family life disappearing? Do you believe that exercise is good for health? Can youth make a difference to the world? Are celebrities important in lives? Okay. So you are giving some controversial questions to the children. Okay. You give some and then ask them these questions. For example, let me think about, do you think meat is bad for health? Okay. And these questions are here. What evidences are there for that? What are the evidences to say that eating meat is bad for health? Why do you think that eating meat is bad for health? How do you know that eating meat is bad for health? Where did you read that eating meat is bad for health? When did you start believing it? Okay. You give question. This should be suitable for any topic that you're giving for the children. So these 5 questions will be suitable for all the 5 questions here. Can youth make a difference to the world? Right? So you can see what evidences are there for that. Why do you think this? How do you know that? Where do you read that? When did you start believing that? So you can do this, all these things with children there. Right? So next, how to boost their critical thinking skills in your class. Get students involved. Allow students to choose what they want to learn about or topics they would like to explore. Let students identify unknown or important vocabulary from text and write their own comprehension. See, allow the children to write questions. You give the passage to them, allow them to frame questions from the passage related to the passage and all. Designate roles for students during class or group discussions and let them facilitate. Yeah, so now there is another question. Another question. How would you describe the following things and their sensations to someone who had never seen or experienced them before? Use all your senses in description. A bunch of flowers. So now you have to use all the 5 senses to describe a bunch of flowers to a person who has never seen that. Yes, Hejaz says that writing journals is also helpful. Definitely they are helpful. A piece of chocolate. To visually challenged person, how will you going to explain the piece of chocolate? Not just taking a piece of chocolate, putting him in the mouth. You're going to explain all using all the 5 senses. A musical concert to one who is hard of hearing. He doesn't hear, but you're going to explain that it's a musical concert. Okay. So this you can do the children, they will do it really well. What would you name this dog? Come on, give a name for this dog breed. Can you give the name for this dog? Snowball. Okay. Snowball. That's fantastic. Marble. A colorful, great, nice smell plants. White fox. Okay. Beautiful. Ice dog, gray snowman, cracking dog, maxi, rusty, snowy, ice dog. Beautiful. All good names. So discover new ways of looking at the world, right? You can just give them some questions. What would happen if we had to live without electronic gadgets? In case you're going to live without electronic gadgets, how our life is going to be? You woke up one morning to discover you are changed into a category you have never liked. You've never liked that, but you're changing. All the animals in the world would suddenly communicate with us in their own language. How will you feel that? They're speaking to us in their own language. How will you communicate with that? Okay, so this will give some funny answers among the students. Bloom's taxonomy is very important, right? So we plan lessons that ask students to perform tasks aligned with Bloom's taxonomy. Include activities that progress from remembering to understanding, applying, analyzing, and finally evaluating and taxonomy. So you can take a screenshot of this. This is the link for revised Bloom's taxonomy. You can make use of it. And I'm explaining that which verbs can be used. So this is the first level of Bloom's taxonomy, which is no more a critical thinking skill. Remember, retrieve relevant knowledge from memory. You can use tell, identify, recognize, select, label, list, repeat, state, name, draw. With this, you can use that, the first level of remembering. Then they have understand. You build meaning from instructional messages and oral, written, graphic communication. These verbs can be used as explain, describe, paraphrase, match, relate, predict, summarize, outline, confirm, discuss, and indicate. This here, you're giving a spark for critical thinking skills. Here, application starts. Now you're stepping into the first step of critical thinking skills. Perform or use a procedure in a given situation. So use modifying. So they make a change. Use, choose, calculate, produce, make, prepare, change, model, sketch, report. Now you have started the Bloom. organize the information, select, debate, sort, categorize, differentiate, compare, criticize, classify, integrate, deconstruct, distinguish. These are some of the verbs that you can use for analyzing, evaluating, make judgments based on standards and criteria, judge, support, decide, reflect, determine, recommend, critic, argue, and test. This is the final level of critical thinking skills. Put parts together to form a whole or reorganize parts to form something new. Design, compose, plan, combine, assemble, generate, prepare, produce, role play, invent, and then write. Now, I'm going to post a message to read. Okay. If you could read, try reading it out. You can read this. You can decode this and try to read this. And I will tell you how you can read further. That's fantastic. Yeah, you're all trying to read it. Great. Amazing, amazing. Yeah. Great, great. This message serves to prove how our minds can do amazing things, impressive things. In the beginning, it was hard, but now on this line, your mind is reading it automatically without even thinking about it. Be proud. Only certain people can read this, right? This message serves to prove how our minds can do amazing things, impressive things in the beginning. It was hard, but now on this line, your mind is reading it automatically without even thinking about it. Be proud. Only certain people can read this. And how many of you read? I do not know. Right? So with this, we are concluding the session on critical thinking skills. Any questions are there, please post it. I'll be able to respond to you. Yes, have I got any questions from you? So though we had, yeah, Mubarak Ali has got a question.
Yes. Please, Mr. Mubarak, go ahead.
Assalamu alaikum to all. I am Mubarak Ali from India. Respected sir, thanks for your invaluable insight and extending my sincere thanks to organizer for this opportunity. Sathish sir, I am Mubarak from India at Kerala, sir. Sir, actually it's not an 1 hour session, sir. It's an 1 day session. You concluded with a very impressive, very insightful, invaluable insights also, sir. My question is, will you differentiate the critical things versus reflective thinking, sir? Hello?
Yes, you are not audible, Dr. Sathish. Please unmute yourself.
I've got it now. So reflective thinking is something what you have taken and you are producing it out. That is reflective thinking. Whereas when I say critical thinking, this thinking is something new for the people. It's not something which is already existing. Reflection is you take it and then what you have understood, what you're reflecting on it, you're doing it. But critical thinking is entirely different.
Thanks a lot, sir. Thank you.
Okay.
Yes, if there is another question, please raise your hand. Yes, there is no question. You can continue. And after a few minutes, I will
would like to
send you
encourage
the
them
form.
use critical thinking.
Sorry, Doctor, for interruption, because some are asking about the form for certificates. After a few minutes, I will send it, and you will write your email and your name, and automatically you will receive it via your email. Please go ahead, please. Thank you.
Yes. So Asma says, I teach a college level English. I would like to include using critical thinking implied. And definitely, you can use this. How can we deal with the different levels? So it is in the way that you're designing the activities, right? So you're designing the activities, how you're going to stepping up from one place to another place. That is how it is going to do. Yes, I think maybe it's a very fruitful session to everybody. Maybe you can, if you want, you can take my mail ID and just posting it here. In case you need any kind of information, you can do it now to me. I'll be able to respond to you. Thank you for the wonderful opportunity to meet you all on this platform. Had this platform not been there, I would not have been able to meet you. Very thanks a lot for giving me this opportunity. Madam, I should thank you for giving a very beautiful opportunity. Though it's being Sunday, I have more than 50 participants. That's really fantastic.
Thank you.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you very much, Doctor. We were very pleased to join you and to have you in this session. Great presentation, fruitful and interactive session, as I see from the chat box and from the Linyot. Please, you can share your ideas, reflect on the presentation using the Linyot that I sent it to you. And also I sent the form for you. And it is my pleasure to give you and to grant you this certificate of appreciation, Doctor, for this fruitful presentation. Thank you, Dr. Sathish Kumar from India, for your recognition and outstanding contribution for delivering this webinar titled The Critical Thinking Skills in ELT. Thank you very much for accepting our invitation in Arab English Teachers Association, AETA, and it is our honor and our pleasure to join us. And we hope that you will join us another time, inshallah, in the nearer future. Thank you very much from me, the president of this association, and hope you the best. Thanks for all the attendees from all over the world that join us tonight, and we hope that you enjoyed our session, inshallah. If there is any other question, you can raise your hand, please, and ask Dr. Sathish. Thank you. Congratulations. Congratulations, Dr. Sathish.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Alia has a doubt. Alia Naz, please go ahead.
Yes, please go ahead. Alia, unmute yourself, please, first. Unmute yourself. Yes, Alia, Miss Alia. Unmute yourself. We can't hear you. Sorry, we can't hear you. Please, you are muted. Unmute yourself. Thanks, Zuhrab, Masma. Thanks a lot. Aliyah, please, Miss Aliyah, we can't hear you. Unmute yourself and you can share your opinion and reflect on this presentation. You are muted. We cannot hear you. Unmute yourself. There is a mic which is muted. Just press on it, press it, and yes, no, yes, no. You are muted another time. You are muted another time. Yes, now begin, please. Begin.
Can I speak now? Can I?
Yes,
go
you
ahead,
are audible. You are audible now.
Thank you for this opportunity. I think I am from India actually, and it was a wonderful session, sir. My question to you is that now whatever we learned in the session is excellent, but according to the exam point, I have to present some questions to my students because I am teaching critical thinking skills and problem solving models to the BCA students of data science and IoT at the third semester. And how should I pose questions to them according to the exam point?
Yeah, madam, actually, this is critical thinking skills in ELT. Only in English language teaching I'm speaking about. I'm sorry I cannot deal with data science. It's because
Yes,
I'm not completely away from that topic. Okay, this we can deal with as far as how to develop critical thinking skills in English language teaching,
yes,
right?
sir. I do English teaching for the students of computer science students.
Oh, okay. So what you can do
Yeah.
is you can take some plans with respect to the computer science department. Maybe some
Okay.
problems you can take from that, where people involved in that. Some case studies can be taken from that and give it live to the students. Okay, in case
Okay.
if you don't have a hard disk, what is going to happen? Okay, in case of keyboard is missing, what can be done? So that type of activities can be given to the children.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much, sir, for
Welcome.
clearing the
Welcome.
query.
Welcome.
And congratulations, sir. It was a wonderful session.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, organizers. As
So that's fantastic. Let me take leave of you.
Thank you.
Very beautiful session. We will meet another time also if possible. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Yes, if there is any other question, you can go ahead. Yes. Please mute yourself unless you want to ask. Miss S, yeah, you can just press it and you can talk. You speak about the link. Just copy it. If you can't open it, just copy it and go to another browser and then you can open it. Okay. Yes, I want to share something about Dr. Sathish because at the beginning there was a problem in sharing. Let's share something about him. Dr. Sathish, as I said, is from the Faculty of English, and he is a master trainer, is a center level certified teacher, certified IELTS, and many other achievements. Yes, you can continue, Dr. Sathish, please, with your profile. Yes, and I will move with the slides. Dr. Sathish, can you hear me? Dr. Sathish, can you hear me? Hello. So I will continue. So also about his career profile, he is in the Faculty of English for 21 years, principal CPSE school, 3 years, teacher, educator for 11 years. As a school teacher, he started teaching English in 1997 from classes 9 to 12. It is the same like me. Also, I'm teaching the 9th graders to 12th graders. During the tenure as a school teacher, he handled the classes from 9 to 12. He is an editor of campus newsletter, yearbooks, authored work books for class 1 to 8, master of ceremony for all programs, facilitator for Cambridge language assessment exams, produced state 3 rank in English in 2008, trained teachers for betterment in teaching, department in charge for question paper optimizing and selecting quiz master and conducting state level quiz and many more achievements. As a co-author, he co-authored the workbooks guides for 10th, 11th, and the 12th. MashaAllah. Very interesting and distinguished achievements for him. Edited English, Tamil English for MSPT, Bell Publishers. Also, he trains the trainers programs attended. He is an English language, or he is in the English Language Teachers Association for India, Kenya, Lions International Dist, Asian College of Teachers, TESOL International USA. As for the academic accomplishment, he has MA English Literature, MSc Psychology, MA Mass Communication and Journalism, MSc Counseling and Psychotherapy, MED, English Language Teaching, and many others. MashaAllah, great achievements. Congratulations, Doctor. Congratulations. Yes, also those are some of his achievements. I let you to watch them. For example, he has about 40-hour certificate in teaching English grammar, American TESOL Institute, 360 hours advanced diploma, certified IELTS trainers, certified CLPIP trainer, and many others. Congratulations, Dr. Sathish. MashaAllah. Great achievements. Yes, can you hear me? Hello? Yes, so we come to the end of this session. Thanks another time, Dr. Sathish, for this amazing and interesting, fabulous presentation. Thanks for all our guests and attendees from all over the world. And we hope you from the Arab English Translators Association and me, Shawqia Hawawre from Palestine, great and nice day, night, etc. Thank you another time for joining us and goodbye. Thank you. Good night. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Yes, as for the certificates, I said just fill the form, then automatically you will receive your certificate via email if you write your email correctly. Thanks, Miss Aliyah. Thanks, Dr. Mutia. Thanks, Mr. Muhammad. Miss Fakiha. Thank you, Mr. Muhammad Akram. And wait us for the next session, inshallah, next Sunday. I'll check it with whom. Yes. No, the next session will be next Friday with our guest from Armenia. Okay, next Friday, because her schedule is full and she is not free except on Friday. So wait us next Friday and next Sunday, inshallah. Goodbye. Thank you very much for all of you. Thank you,
Excuse
Mr.
me.
Al-Hassan. Yes,
how can I get my certificate?
yes, I said, please just fill the form that I sent in the chat box. Write your name, your email, your country, and automatically at once you will receive it via your email. Okay?
Okay, but where's this for?
Yes, I will send it another time. I send it many times, and this is the form. You can just press it and fill the form. I sent it.
Okay. Thanks, Sapanich, and I'm waiting for.
Yes, it is in the chat box. You can fill it, please.
Okay, thanks a million.
Thank you. Welcome. Assalamu alaikum. Goodbye and have nice dreams. See you another time, inshallah.